excited. Notice we're not just hanging out at the marina today. I don't know if you guys can see that. There is a huge spider web, but I think with all that reflecting on the water, you're not going to be able to see that on the camera. It goes right from the dinghy, these little peanut dinghy, all the way over to the boat. It's just crazy. Anyway, beautiful morning. Just going out for the day, overnight, and I'm heading back tomorrow. We only have like a day, one night to enjoy this, but yeah, we'll be heading out shortly. Okay, so here we are, heading out. Only our second time out for an overnight. Unfortunately, just life got in the way this June. But we're carving out a day to go out. We're going to head out to Chimney, which is sort of also at the top of Beausoleil Island, but on sort of the underside of the top of Beausoleil Island. If any of you guys out there would love to share with me how you create your lovely maps showing the boat traveling, I've been playing with that. I'm not a computer techie person. I've been in Google Earth, I've uploaded our Navionics track, but what I find is I can only show like one little part of the map at a time, and I'm not sure how to actually like video the route with the map sort of scrolling down. Anyways, if anyone wants to share that with me, that would be really helpful. So anyways, we're going to go up on the inside of Beausoleil, past some other docks and anchorages, right into Chimney Bay, and just anchor probably for the overnight. Another possibility is that we might go to the docks at Ojibwe and just overnight there. And there you see John, he's doing what is usually my job, which is all the bumpers, but he's being nice, letting me just hang out and drive while he does that, which is really nice of him to do for me. Anyways, it's a little windy, but not horrible. Anyways, it's always beautiful to be out on Georgian Bay. We'll come back to you when we are closer to Beausoleil Island, maybe when we're just coming around the south end of it, and talk about what we're going by, things to watch for, and just point out other possible anchorages. We'll talk to you then. Okay, you're on now. You're real close up. Woo. Oh, there you go. Better. On our way to Chimney. Maybe Ojibwe. We don't know.
Chimney Bay.
There we go. It is a nice day, and we're happy. Oh, I was going to show you a sleeping dog, but then I started talking. I wrecked it. It's just about to say how nice it is that he settles during the boat ride. He'll settle again when I stop yapping. There we go. Are we just coming up to, no, not quite yet. Not quite yet at the south tip of Beausoleil. Oh, obviously Corinne's not really paying attention. We've already passed it. So there's the south tip of Beausoleil. If we were going back to Frying Pan, we would have headed
off to the east.
Off to the east. Do you want to indicate with your arm again there, John? Mm-hmm. There we go.
Over there at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, but we are coming up on the west side of Beausoleil Island.
East side.
Coming up on the east side. We're west of the east side.
Oh yeah, good correction.
Thanks. On the east side of Beausoleil Island.
Coming up to Papoose Bay, which is all the rock formation here on the left.
Yeah, there's some rock.
You can anchor there too. It's very shallow over here to the left, to our port side. And we're going to go through some very narrow markers when we reach those rocks.
Right.
And maybe Corinne can tell you, there's a number of anchorages along that east side of Beausoleil Island.
Yeah, we'll just pause here. Well, once we get past those rocks, and I don't know if I can stand up here and show it to you a little bit better through the open part, not through the screen. Just past those rocks in behind, I think you can even see a sailboat mast right now. I can, with my eyes, probably not on the camera yet, is the sort of main docking and the main center on Beausoleil Island, which is Cedar Springs. and there's room there, dockage for, I don't know, 10 or 12 boats.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Not big boats, but
No, I mean
more day boats than
more day boats. Like our boat's 40, and
be tough.
it would be tough for us to fit in. Like we definitely have to stern in, or you wouldn't be getting off the boat. But that's the way it is for us, I think, at any of the docks around Beausoleil.
Yeah.
We have to stern in,
Yeah,
because if we bowed in, we wouldn't be able to get off at the back of the boat. So anyway, so that's the first little anchorage there, Cedar Springs. Main office is there too if you wanted to buy a pass or pay for your passes. All the other dockages have self-serve, so you can pay there. Anyways, we'll come back to you when we pass this rock area and show you where we're at then. Okay, so here we are. We would have gone that way to go into Honey Harbor. And so now we're coming up to where those rocks were that we were talking about a second ago. Much closer to them now. You can see they're right there. And behind there, there's like one boat anchored there. And a sailboat. And then there's really very narrow markers here. I don't know if you can see that. There's the green that John's coming up to on our left. And the red, you really have to stay in here.
Show it on the iPad. And down here. You can see on the iPad here how narrow that is. I mean, I can zoom in to make it look bigger, but there we go. So that's on the Navionics. We're going to go in between those markers now. And then normally in our younger days and earlier days of boating, we would be turning left now and heading over to those docks that are over there. And there's a beach there, depending on the water level for the season. So that's where we learned the boat.
That is. We had a 25-foot Chatterette about 18 years ago. And it was our first boating experience. We were trying to anchor there. First day out with our daughters, who were quite young. It took us 30 minutes just to get an anchor to hold. So, anyways, that's Cedar Springs. And the water levels on Georgian Bay are, I think they're fairly decent right now.
Yeah, I think they
when
are.
they're low, there's actually quite a nice beach there, and I don't see a beach at all. So the water level's probably a good height.
One thing to think of if you're going to anchor there throughout the season, as the season gets further along, the weeds in there, they don't come to the surface to bother you as a swimmer, but for anchoring,
Yeah, it's really easy.
if you have a plow anchor, plow anchor, it's going to maybe drag a bit, but the delta. Yeah, if you get the delta with a point on it, it's going to dig in and be a better bite for you if you're planning on just dropping anchor. Or just stay out a little further. All depends on, it's just something to be aware of, where you have a big flower basket when you go to pull up your anchor.
There's a little utility boat heading towards Cedar Springs, part of the Georgian Bay National Island Parks. Those are the people that maintenance and stuff. They come to all the dock areas, collect garbage. A little bit of maintenance there.
If you can anchor on this whole,
Yeah, this whole area here. However,
we've seen 100 boats in there.
yeah, I mean today is Tuesday. It is only about 20 degrees Celsius. It's a little windy.
Same with the water
Schools
temperature.
are still in, so you're not getting a lot of boats out here. But there's been times when we've, on a nice hot July weekend, there's 100 boats anchored in here. So you can also see this around. Is that Thumb Point?
Yeah, Thumb Point where that white boat is, close to shore.
Yeah,
That's
so
our boat.
yeah, so there you can anchor. I mean, you can really anchor anywhere in here. However, you really do have to watch your charts, because once you're out of the markers, there are rocks that you have to be aware of, and certainly wouldn't recommend to anyone going into any of these anchorages without really thoroughly checking your navionics first to see where the rocks are, and even better talking to local people who have anchored in the different places. And I see that my captain's chair has been overtaken as I got up to videotape, so Scout's decided he's first mate now. Alright, so you can see ahead there's another green marker. keeping you off.
Yeah, shallow to our port, and then we're almost at the red, just we'll be passing that on our starboard in a few minutes.
Yeah. And coming around, I will come back to you once we pass that. Right straight ahead, you can sort of see there's a cottage straight ahead. We're going to come around there and getting a little bit closer to our destination. Probably only about 20 minutes away. I'll talk to you when we're on the other side of that island. Alright, so here we are coming around it's Taunch Point. To our left over there. And you can see that there is a campground over there, but definitely never seen any boats try to go in there.
No, it's very shallow.
Very shallow. And so there we just passed the green on our left, and there's the red straight ahead. Going to be on our right. Any cottages you see here are not actually on Beausoleil Island. They're on like little islands that are sort of sitting in front or in and around. And sort of, I guess you'd say, around that red marker ahead is Big Dog.
Yeah, around the marker to your right.
To your right.
Yeah, 90-degree turn.
Is Big Dog, which is a small cut. Definitely small boats can get through there. It's called Big Dog. The next little cut coming up is after that. It's called Little Dog, and definitely that's just for like dinghy-sized
Sea-Doos.
And Sea-Doos and stuff like that. Big Dog, some bigger boats we go through. I don't know if we would try to go through with this.
I would be nervous, but 30-footers for sure. They get it around the 30 to 35 max.
Yeah, and it definitely it's called Big Dog, but it is a small channel, and if you're a 30-foot boat, you're definitely doing a security call, because if you meet another 30-foot boat, that
hard to maneuver.
would not be good. Yeah, so we're just coming in and around here, and it's typical, yeah. So right in there.
Once you go around this island with a little bungalow on it.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Just a one level.
Yeah, bungalow.
And yeah, the States don't call it that.
Oh.
Anyways, all the way to the right, that takes you through to Honey Harbor and the Delaware.
That's right.
Our left.
We talked a fair bit about it in our last video. And so we're coming through here now.
Very busy area in the summertime.
And you'll see this a lot on Georgian Bay. Like you've got your red marker right there. And then you've got this rock face here. There's no marker. So basically you're in between these two things.
Yeah, you gotta watch your charts because it doesn't always show a red and a green.
Yeah, so the green is assuming to be that, the rocks that are to our right here. So you tend to hug the red.
Yeah.
The red is the safer thing to hug in that situation. And then what is that flag right there? Do you see that?
Where?
Like right straight ahead.
Flag on the water.
Yeah.
Somebody's marked
Somebody's marked something.
a rock there. Yeah, I've got on my charts here. There's a rock there, and someone's gone ahead and marked it, which is nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. And you can tell that it's a bit of a windy day. We were always commenting on how many sailboats are at our marina. We're at Bayport Marina, and our daughter used to work there. She said it is the marina in the Midland area that has the deepest water, so we do get more sailboats homing their boats there. Don't often see sailboats under sail, but yes, today, that's our third or fourth one today. So obviously the wind is the sailor's friend today. Anyway, and then I think maybe you can see that little marker there that somebody's put to warn you. So we are coming into Chimney now. I'll maybe turn it off for a second because it's going to take us a few minutes to get there. But there is that island like straight ahead where there's a cottage there. You usually go into Chimney on the right. There is a rock there that you have to watch for. We'll talk about that when we get a little closer. I lied. I'm going to show you a little something. So just before we're coming into Chimney on our left here, there is a YMCA camp called Camp Kitschy. There is a dockage area in there too called Wanakita, where you can dock your boats as well. Camp Kitschy runs all summer. It's quite a very popular camp. And there, I don't know, you can see it so clearly in my vision, but there that rock is marked for boats that might be wanting to go in there. And you do see one boat sailboat anchored there. Not too many. Anyways, we'll bring it around to the front again. Almost coming in to Chimney.
All right, we're coming into Chimney Bay right now to show you on the maps there. This little bay here. You can just pick your north, your west, north, east, whatever, depending on the wind. We got northwest wind, so we'll probably tuck in here to the left. Just getting ready here as we come in. Just behind that island there, we would have turned before the island to go into Ojibwe. There are some docks in there. And a lot of people go in there. We'll just get to see it as we pass the island, but most people don't go in this way because it's got some shallow parts. So that's just around the corner, but we'll see in a second. Just trying to drive while I'm doing this. There, put these both back to neutral. There we go. There we go. We just see the boats in through there. Some nice dockage in there. Usually the same people go there all the time, and usually an older group. Just trying to drive this boat. I'm doing crazy stuff. See, my wife's holding her hat on. We're just gonna go in this way a little bit, drop an anchor.
We've been here times when there's like 30 or 40 boats off.
Yeah, there's been, 30 boats maybe in here.
Yeah.
There's the warden right now at the shoreline. We'll come in here a little bit and drop anchor. Closer to shore the better. The wind does come up and over the trees and still affects your day, so if we get in somewhat close here, drop the anchor and let the wind take us backwards and set the anchor. So I'll just put this in neutral right now. Right now it says for depth 21 feet. Yeah. We'll see what happens here with the wind. You don't want to get too close to that quiet zone marker in the water there.
Yeah, I thought it went right there.
I'm not the captain anymore. I just drive the boat. But yeah.
I don't know if you can overnight on that dock.
I think you can overnight on that dock. I'm pretty sure.
Just don't know about the depth.
Yeah, I mean, I think the depth's fine. We could always just creep over there.
Well, you could if you wanted to. I've got all the bumpers down.
All right, maybe we'll try that.
All right. You want to put you good with the phone and the driving?
Well, I shouldn't. I'll just show you the damage after. So I'm just spinning the boat around because the wind is doing what it wants to do to us. So I'll spin the boat around. If we see the warden up close, we can ask him for sure, can we overnight on that dock?
Yeah.
So we're just spinning around. You get a view on looking out now. Beautiful view.
Thank you.
There you go, beautiful view.
The warden is not...
Self-appointed.
Sorry, the warden's not on the boat.
Oh, well, he was there. There's campers there. So you can camp on this island. You do have to beware with your dogs though. I take my dog to that island right there. Do his business right there on that island. You know, put it in a bag and they can take it to the garbage, but he has his own little place to be. So, zoom back in. So there's a dock right there and I'm pretty sure we can go to it. I just don't want to bottom out.
That's always the plan.
Yeah. So if we could go around the far side, it'd be perfect for docking, but the worry is we're too,
How shallow it is.
we've seen people there before, friends of ours, so I'll put the phone down, we'll creep over and we'll get back to you. That's our goal. And you're on, Trin. Say something smart.
Oh, hardly. Well, we decided not to try that dock because because we haven't been over there with the boat, and it's not very good to go over to somewhere where you haven't been if you're not sure about the depth.
Yeah, it was showing me 7 feet under the boat, and I hadn't even got there yet, so I don't want to chance it. So we dropped an anchor.
I mean, we have this entire bay to ourselves, which is crazy.
Yeah, we got no issues.
I don't think I've ever been here
on our own.
And we got an awesome hold.
Yeah, one of those ones where the boat went clunk clunk as it...
jackknifes.
Yeah, so we're in.
Yeah, so we're in. So you might take the dinghy and take a little look over at that dock.
Yeah, I'll do a little, flyby, see what's going on.
We also have a 1.5-year-old Australian Shepherd who sometimes is a bit reactive. So sometimes if you're on a dock and there's people who
he be barking.
are stressed about a dog barking, it's all he does is bark. Sometimes it's easier for us just to anchor out and avoid that, and other people deserve to have their fun weekend too, so they don't need to be bothered by our dogs.
There you go.
Well, we'll see.
So we dropped our anchor. We use these things on our anchor chain called anchor right. They're little plastic bow ties, I'll call them, and they screw in on either side of a link, and they're color coded. And I have a chart right here on the dash, and we're in 20 feet of water, so we know that when light blue excuse me, hits the water, we're already at bottom. And then I took it to orange. We went down to 80 feet, so we've got 60 feet of scope on our 20 feet depth,
which is lovely, because before we had that,
nice.
It was always a guessing game. Like, I would sort of think that we were dropping about a foot a second. That was my, I don't even know why I thought that. So then I think, I think we're about 20 feet out. Like, it was just a guessing game.
Yeah.
With these, you know exactly how much you have out.
That's nice. Yeah, we don't have a road counter like some of the fancy boats. So
no,
we do our own. We look at colors and we count them and get excited.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get all settled now and get set up on the back side of the boat, and we're all in here by ourselves.
Beautiful.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Us and the warden. So.
Us and the warden, and the wind is supposed to die down overnight. So.
Yeah. So you can see, even though we're close to shore, the wind does come up and over the trees and still move you around a bit.
It's blowing my.
Yeah. Luckily.
Blowing the outfit.
Yeah. So we'll be on the back of the boat, sitting on the dock, out of the wind, which is always nice. When it's windy, you're always at the back and out of the wind. So anyways, we're going to get all set up, drop the dinghy, take the dog to shore, all those things, and try to enjoy the day. All right, talk to you soon. About 8:15, and it was a cool day today and quite breezy. It was about 22-kilometer winds with 47-kilometer gusts, but our anchor, when we set it, bit right in and pulled the nose down as we went backwards, so it bit well. Hopefully it isn't ashore getting it up, but anyways, there's the boat there. We had a great dinner. And because of our lovely solar that we have on board, 880 watts, our batteries are still at 100% as the sun goes down. So we got our Canadian flag mounted. Neighbor was nice enough to get us one because we didn't have one. And anyways, it's mounted proudly up there, and we have our solar, what do we call it, our anchor light. So our anchor light bit the biscuit. So got a new one, and everything's good. We got our bow thruster installed down there beginning of the season, and we're loving that too. So new canvas end of last season, so pretty much this season with a new canvas, and everything is looking great. So there's my wife there. All right, so we're gonna turn it in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. There we go. Good morning in
Chimney Bay. 8 o'clock, taking the dog to shore. 14 degrees. Not desperate, but not too bad. So, nice evening. Give you a little panoramic here. Chimney Bay in the morning time. We'll have some boats here. Back. Let's get our day started. And that's it.
Good morning. There's John and Scout going back for Scouty's morning walk. We'll see how he does getting off the dinghy. Scouty likes to think he can make it well before he can make it. Beautiful morning. It was great when you wake up. You come out here and you're in the exact same spot as when we left. Oh, Scout. Okay, you're wet. Oh my goodness. Come here, Scout. Come here. Come here. Okay. Might have to edit that part of the video. Oh, you got your sock. Okay, let me get your leash off. Let me get your leash off. Go get your sock. Go get your sock. How was your walk this morning, John? Watch your sock doesn't go out there. So Scout's rather strange comfort activity is that he steals your socks, and when he's feeling anxious, he likes to have one of them in his mouth. Now he's just looking into the galley to see if there's anything to eat yet, but there isn't. How was the walk?
Walk was good.
Nice. It's a beautiful morning.
Yes, very lovely.
Less wind, which is we're thankful for. And yeah, like I was saying, it's always nice when you wake up in the morning and your boat is exactly where it was when you went to bed last night. So that's good.
Within the swing however.
Well, yeah, I mean, we are on the hook and we are swinging, but we're doing the exact same moves that we were doing yesterday. So now it's time for some tea.
Yeah, cup of tea.
Cup of tea and some coffee. See you in a bit.
When the concrete feels too gray the sky is clear and open wide. In a heartbeat, I am home again, chasing fireflies in a field of gold, my friend. Yeah, I can breathe that summer air, and for a moment I don't have a single care. In that memory, I can see it all so clear. In a heartbeat, all my worries disappear. I see the dust dance on the dash, hear the static of the radio crash, and then that one song Dad used to play, it washes all the noise now away. When the concrete feels too gray, I close my eyes. I'm in that rusty Chevrolet beneath the skies, and suddenly the stars are bright and burning white. In a heartbeat, I am home again, chasing fireflies in a field of gold, my friend. Hey, I can breathe that summer air, and for a moment I don't have a single care. In that memory, I can see it all so clear. In a heartbeat, all my worries disappear.